Hi everyone, welcome to our next video, and this time we are going to talk about dreaming and manifesting our dreams.
Yippee, a fun topic.
So let's start talking how easy and natural this ability to us is. If we think of the children and see the children in play, it's actually a wonderful example for us how they are imaginative and creating their own reality. They're playing around and doing everything with and through their lens of joy and purity, and well, they're just themselves. So we have this ability ourselves to dream. We are not using it as often as we would love to, and there are big benefits of doing that. So, Dushiela, what is your take on that?
So I like that you said we've got an innate ability, which means that we've got power to create. And I think it comes with being human. As humans, we do have the power to create. And maybe I can just share a story about one of my friends. She's actually one of my best friends. We grew up together, we went through our schooling years together, and as we were growing up, she used to have a lot of dreams. And I can maybe just share some of her dreams that she used to enjoy as a child. She always dreamt of becoming a doctor, so she knew at an early age that she wanted to be a doctor. She dreamed of international travel, so she knew she wanted to see the world. And she also used to dream of the type of car that she wanted to drive. So, fast forward all these years later, she's now a qualified psychiatrist, one of the top psychiatrists in Johannesburg. She went the academic route, so she's also a professor, and she was invited to attend a lot of international conferences and to speak at these conferences. So she got to travel internationally through her work, and she also manifested her dream car. So she also ended up driving the car that she used to dream about as a child. So that is just an illustration of the power that we have to dream, but also to manifest these dreams as reality in our lives.
So, thank you for bringing her example, and she is a great example for us all of what she has accomplished and how she brought those dreams into her life. And she definitely used a conscious element. She was very aware of what she wants, what she desires to manifest, what she desires to bring into her life. So that's quite important, that she was aware of her dreams and allowed those dreams to grow and come into reality. So we can do that as well, and hopefully we can substitute some of the unconscious creations that we are doing by our beliefs and what we think of ourselves, and that happens to be around in our life experience. If we consciously start choosing what we want to achieve and what we desire to have within our life, well, that's much more empowering and much better state of being. What do you say on that, Dushiela?
Absolutely. I think that's a very valid point that we are creating. Everything in our life is a creation. So we are unconsciously creating all the time. So the more conscious we become about our dreams and what we want to create, we increase the chances of bringing those things into our lives.
And for people that seem to see that as a very difficult topic, well, imagine a situation that you were working hard, for example, and you already want to be on a vacation, and suddenly start daydreaming. You feel yourself being there. You imagine what you should be, what you're going to do there, and you feel a tangible sensation of being there already. That is the power that we have, and it comes to us so naturally. So if we allow that, and if we play with that more, we can achieve great things.
Absolutely. And often we treat creation as work, but it should be quite a playful process. It should be a fun process. So, as we discussed, I think the first part of it is to have that dream, to know what your dream is. And sometimes people will say, but I don't really have any dreams. And I would just encourage you, if you feel you don't have any dreams, to connect into your heart space and just see what lies in there for you in terms of what does your heart, what does your soul want to experience in this human life. And maybe it'll help you to connect to some of your dreams as well. So, if the first part of it, Thomas, is to actually have the dream, do you want to take us through what the next part of this wonderful, fun process is?
Yeah, when we identify the desire, the dream that is there, well, our job, and in this case a playful exercise, is to allow it to grow, to give it enough space, to give it enough attention, give it enough room. And in that we can expand it, we can play around with it, we can adjust the dreams, we can play with the details to the minute of the details. But if we allow ourselves also to feel that, to have that emotional energy of satisfaction, of having that dream being fulfilled and living that dream, that is even better.
So, Thomas, that is absolutely the fun part of it. The whole part of imagining your dream as if it were realized in your life. So let's maybe use an example of having a dream job. So this part of the process would encourage you to think about, to imagine, to visualize what that type of work is that would bring you joy, that is aligned to your passion, to your purpose. See yourself doing the work, see yourself with the type of colleagues that you want to be working with, in the type of environment that you want to be working with, doing the type of work that would bring you joy, serving the clients that you feel you'd like to be serving. And not to say that you have to know every detail, because it's important to also leave space open so that better things, even beyond your wildest imagination, can be delivered to you. So, this is just the fun process in terms of visualizing what it is that you want, but also feeling the emotions that you think or that you feel you will be feeling when you are in that dream job. So, what will you be feeling? You may be feeling a deep sense of fulfillment, of joy, of satisfaction, of having wonderful colleagues that you're working with. So, in this stage, when you're using your imagination, also bathe that dream with all this wonderful high vibrational energies, just to give it more vibrancy and to give it more energy so it can grow and it can become stronger, and it can also increase the desire for your dream when you do this. And Thomas, you were talking earlier about having a strong desire for your dream and how that could be helpful in terms of manifesting their dream as well.
Yeah. If we imagine that dream within ourselves, we can see it, for example, as within our heart. And if we give it more emotional, high vibrational emotional energies, as you mentioned, we allow it to grow and strengthen, and it is like a magnet. It is very strong and powerful. And this desire will help us through the obstacles. It can help us to align ourselves in our life so that we are fulfilling that dream. And it can even give us courage to overcome certain fears that might come along. So the stronger and then more energy that we give this desire, this dream, the better for us and the easier the way, the path is. So, yeah.
So you also mentioned the example of international travel. So maybe there's a person who wants to travel internationally and they have a very strong desire. They have an adventurous spirit and they want to go to different places. They want to experience the different lifestyle of people living in different places, different food, but they have a fear of getting onto an airplane. And you mentioned that if the desire to travel is so strong, you will find a way to get onto that airplane. You may decide that you're just going to take sleeping tablets and you're going to sleep through the whole trip, whatever the case may be, but you will find a solution to get you to achieve your dream as well.
Precisely. So with that, we want to encourage people to dream, to open ourselves to dreaming and opening to receiving that. And on terms of receiving, it's not always that it just comes and manifests in front of our eyes, but the possibilities are there. Our job, and again, this is our task, to be more precise, if we really want that, to recognize these necessary actions and the possibilities that are presented, and to take those steps so that we can reach those dreams, that we can have those dreams in our life. So I'm sure that even with your friend, she had to work hard for that to happen. It didn't just appeared.
No, absolutely. And it took her years, it took her, in some cases, decades for her to get all her qualifications and to make her dreams of international travel come true as well. So I think an important point there is sometimes it does take a long time. So patience is very important. And what I admire about this friend of mine as well is that she has a lot of faith in herself and she has a lot of trust in herself to make things happen. So I think that's also very important to feel empowered, to feel self empowered, and to know that if you have a dream that resides in your heart, you will find a way to make it happen. The universe is there to support you to make that dream a reality as well. But you've got to take those action steps. It's not just going to automatically manifest in your life. We do have to take inspired action to make our dreams a reality as well. So I think belief is important, and also just believing that you live in a benevolent universe. The universe is there to support us. If we take a step forward, and you may have heard this before, the universe will take 10 steps towards you to help you to make your dreams come alive. So it's important, once again, Thomas, as you said, keep dreaming. And it's not only big dreams, right? So
Could be very
sometimes,
small, but still very significant for ourselves. And with the smallest of dreams and desires that we fulfill, the easier it gets, and we are more confident with ourselves.
yeah, and I think my belief is that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So, as human beings, we may want to experience all sorts of things. We may want to have a variety of experiences in terms of the creative arts. So, you may want to learn to play different musical instruments. You may want to take art classes, dance lessons. You may want to try different types of work, to have different experiences, to experiment and see what you like and what you don't like. So don't limit yourself, don't restrict yourself. Try as much as you can, experience as much as you can, so that you can, as I said, see what you like and what you don't like, so that you know what is it that you want to bring more of into your life as well, so that you can have more joy and more fun, more laughter, more happiness, because ultimately that is why we are here having this human experience on earth.
So, Dushiela, do we want to summarize our conversation?
Yes, so hopefully one of the messages that you got out of this video is that dreaming is fun. So start or continue dreaming, give it all the high vibe, emotional energy that you can, and take action when opportunity presents itself. So with that, I'd like to say farewell, keep dreaming and experience more.
Bye bye.